Sandra, hey, you wanted to see me? I came as soon as I could. Oh, before I forget, my mom wanted me to give you something. She's been experimenting with some new recipes for her business, you know, the little farmer's market stand she has on weekends. She thought you might enjoy trying them out, so she packed up a jar of her pickled beets and some homemade coleslaw. Both are really good, by the way. She's super proud of these. Do you want me to put them in the fridge? They'll stay fresh in there, and you can try them later when you have time.
That's all fine, Lily. Just leave them on the counter for now. It's not important right this minute. What I need is for you to sit down. We need to have a serious conversation, something that can't wait. And I'd rather you heard it from us than anyone else. So go ahead, sit down.
Oh, sure. I'll just set these down over here then. I didn't think we'd be getting into anything so serious today, but okay. What's going on?
David, I think it's better if you tell her what we talked about. You've got the floor.
No, Mom, this is something that you should explain. I'm not sure I can say it the way that you can. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. David, what is she talking about? You both look so serious, like there's some bad news. Is everything okay? Did something happen at the house? Or is there a problem with the wedding plans? I can tell something's wrong just by looking at you. Why are you both being so quiet all of a sudden?
Lily, I'll get straight to the point. We've come to the decision that it's best if you and David call off the wedding. It's a tough choice, but it's what's best for everyone.
What? Are you serious right now? You're telling me we should call off the wedding? Just like that? The wedding is literally 2 weeks away, Sandra. We've sent out the invitations, the venue is booked, everything is in place. You can't just drop this bombshell on me like it's nothing. David, what's happening here? Last time we were together, everything seemed fine. We were talking about our future, about the life we were building together. Sandra, please tell me this isn't true. What's really going on? Is there something wrong with the family? I don't understand.
There's no use beating around the bush or pretending this isn't happening. The reality is we've been thinking about David's future, his career, his life, and we believe that breaking off the engagement is the best option. Look, Lily, you know how hard David has worked. He just passed the bar exam, and his career is about to take off in ways that require significant backing. He needs support, financial and otherwise, to reach his full potential. The truth is, your family isn't in a position to provide that kind of support. I mean, your dad works for the government, right? It's a stable job, but it's not exactly the kind of wealth David's going to need. And you, well, you work hard, but let's be real. Your salary isn't enough to help David climb higher. He's got years of schooling and loans, and his path is demanding.
Wait, so this is about money? You're telling me that because my family doesn't have a ton of money, David and I can't get married? That's ridiculous! We've built a life together based on love and trust, not on how much money we have. I've been supporting David emotionally and financially through law school. What more could I have done? This doesn't make any sense. How can you expect me to walk away from everything we've been working toward just because of money?
It's not just money, Lily. We've recently been introduced to someone. A woman from a family that's much more in line with what David needs. Her parents are both lawyers, just like David is going to be, and they have the means to help him in ways your family simply can't. This woman is incredibly well off. She owns property, she has significant assets, and with her by David's side, he would never have to worry about finances again. Think about it. If you really care about him, wouldn't you want him to have the best future possible? Sometimes love means making sacrifices even when it's hard. David and I have discussed this at length, and we both agree it's best to end things before it's too late.
No, this can't be happening. David, is this true? Is this what you want? Have you been seeing someone else this whole time? I trusted you. How could you betray me like this after everything we've been through? After all the plans we made together? I thought we were going to spend the rest of our lives together. What's going on?
Lily, it's not like that. I haven't cheated on you. I've been faithful. We haven't even met the other woman yet. There's just an introduction set up. Her family wants a man with a clean reputation, someone who isn't tangled up in messy relationships. It's not personal, it's just how these things work. Honestly, I care about you, and I'm grateful for all the support that you've given me while I was working through law school. But at the end of the day, marriage isn't just about love. It's about making smart decisions for the future. You've heard people say that marriage is a business deal, right? That's what this is. And the truth is, marrying you would be a bad business decision for me. It wouldn't be enough for where I'm going in life.
I can't believe this. How could you do this to me? After everything we've been through, after all the promises you made to me, how could you just throw it all away? You swore to me, David. You said I was the only one for you, that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with me. How could you lie like that? How could you turn into this person who would break my heart without a second thought?
Lily, come on. Don't be so naive. We're not kids anymore. You can't seriously believe that those kinds of promises last forever, can you? We're in our 30s now. You've got to grow up and face reality. Look, it made sense when I was struggling through law school, and sure, back then we were on more equal footing. But now, look at where we are. My career is taking off, and you're still in the same place. Can't you see how different our lives are now? If we got married, you'd never be able to keep up with the demands of my career. Do you think that you can handle the expectations that come with being married to a prosecutor? You'd be miserable trying to meet those standards. This isn't just about me, Lily. It's about what's best for you, too.
Exactly. David's right, and I think you know it deep down. People should marry within their own level, and it's no shame in that. You're a good person, Lily, but the truth is you'd be happier with someone who's more suited to your lifestyle and your situation. It's just the way the world works. So before things get any more complicated, it's better to call off the wedding now. You deserve to find someone who's right for you, someone who fits with your life, just like David deserves the same.
We're just 2 weeks away from the wedding. How can you throw this all at me out of nowhere? This isn't just a little thing. We've already bought the house, furnished it, sent out the invitations. Everything's in place. You can't just break it off like this without even considering what this is gonna do to me, to us, to our families. Do you even realize how much we've already invested in this? This is beyond cruel, Sandra. I never thought you would treat me like this.
Well, what can I say? The matchmaking service just introduced us to this other family. I didn't plan for this either, but it is what it is. You'll be fine. We'll take care of any cancellation fees, and believe me, the compensation will more than cover whatever emotional stress you're going through. You can keep the house and the furniture, and we'll even throw in a little extra, a nice settlement, so you won't be left with nothing. Honestly, you're coming out of this with quite a bit, if you ask me. It's not exactly a bad deal, is it?
A nice settlement? You think this is about money? How can you sit there and talk about compensation when this is about my life? About everything I've been working towards for the past 5 years? Have you even thought about the pain you're causing me and my family? David, what about you? You just sit there while your mother decides our future? I supported you through everything, and this is how you repay me? You found someone richer and now I'm just disposable?
Listen, Lily, I know it sounds harsh, but this is just the way that the world works. Yeah, I know, I'm the bad guy in this situation, but people are selfish by nature. We're wired to grab what benefits us the most. You'd be lying if you said you wouldn't do the same thing. Let's be real, if some billionaire came along offering you the world on a silver platter, are you honestly telling me that you wouldn't consider it? Oh, come on, you would. Anyone would. In a marriage, love is secondary to everything else. The practical stuff like money, stability, and power, those are the things that matter. You can't live off love alone. That's just not how it works. When you marry someone, you're marrying into their life, and their resources are part of that package. Love grows over time, but financial security is what really makes a marriage work. You and we were just two people who bonded over the struggle of law school, but that is not enough to build a life on.
I didn't know you were capable of thinking like this. I really misjudged you. I thought you were someone who cared about more than just status and money, but I guess I was wrong.
Don't take it so personally, Lily. You shouldn't be so surprised. If your parents were presented with a wealthier, more powerful man for you to marry, they'd probably tell you to break it off with David too. It's just how parents think. Everyone wants the best for their child, and sometimes that means making difficult decisions. We're offering you a way out without leaving you empty-handed. Keep the house, the furniture, everything. Take the settlement and go find someone who's right for you. And don't worry, we'll be just fine. David has a meeting tomorrow to finalize his introduction with the new family, so we've got a lot to prepare for. The least you can do is accept this graciously.
Unbelievable. You really think throwing money at me makes this okay? You think I care about the house or the furniture? Do you think that's gonna fix the fact that I gave up everything to support David? I quit school, I got a job, and every paycheck I earned went towards paying for his tuition, his books, everything he needed. You were more than happy to accept my help when it benefited you. You told me I was the best thing that ever happened to David, that I was the reason he was able to succeed. But now that he doesn't need me anymore, I'm just trash to be thrown away? And don't you dare talk about my parents. They aren't like you. They don't see people as walking dollar signs. And they certainly wouldn't sell me off to the highest bidder.
All right. Get it all out. Yell at me if it makes you feel better. But let's be clear. After today, I don't want to hear another word about this. No more drama, no more emotional outbursts. David's moving on, and so should you. If you keep causing a scene, you'll only embarrass yourself. And if the new family catches wind of it, trust me, I won't be so forgiving. So why don't you just walk away with your dignity while you still have it?
You really think a marriage built on money is gonna make David happy? Do you honestly believe that throwing away love for the sake of status is the key to happiness? I feel sorry for you if that's what you think.
Enough with the theatrics, Lily. Just leave already. We'll settle the money later, and I'll make sure that you get what you're owed. But right now, you need to go. We don't need any more of this drama.
Keep your money, David. I don't need it, and I certainly don't need to stay tied to someone like you. You're not worth another second of my time. Don't call me. Don't contact me. We're done.
Oh, and before you go, why don't you take those pickles and coleslaw with you? I mean, really, what were you thinking, bringing such cheap food here? I don't know what you expected, but we don't eat that kind of stuff. Honestly, your family's sense of taste is just as low class as the rest of your situation.
Lily, you're home. We weren't expecting you so soon.
Oh my goodness. Lily, have you been crying? Your eyes are all red and puffy. What happened, sweetheart? Are you okay?
Mom? Dad? I've been dumped. David called off the wedding.
What? What are you talking about? Weren't you just over at his mom's house earlier today? You told us you were heading over there to discuss wedding plans. What on earth happened?
Exactly. What do you mean dumped? You need to explain what's going on, honey. A breakup out of the blue. That doesn't make any sense.
Apparently, David has another woman lined up. His mom introduced him to some rich girl from a wealthy family, someone she thinks will be a better match for him, someone who can offer him more than I ever could. She's pushing him to break things off with me so he can go on a blind date with her. And the worst part? David agreed to it. He actually agreed.
Wait a minute. 2 weeks before the wedding and they're setting him up on a blind date? What kind of person does that? Who is this woman, and why would she even agree to meet someone who's already engaged?
Apparently, her family's connections and money were too tempting for them to pass up. I guess when you're handed a golden opportunity like that, you just go for it, no matter who you hurt.
So let me get this straight. Sandra might be pushing for this, but David, he went along with it. He's actually okay with all of this.
Yes, Dad. He was totally on board with it. He told me that marriage is about being realistic, about making smart choices. He said we should break up because it's what's best for him. He actually had the nerve to tell me I'd be holding him back if we stayed together. I must have been blind to who he really was. I can't believe I ever defended him when you and Mom expressed your doubts about our relationship. I told you he was a good person, that he loved me, and that even if he didn't pass the bar, we'd find a way to make it work. I feel so stupid now. How could I have been so wrong?
Oh, Lily. When he passed the bar and announced he wanted to marry you, I thought maybe we'd been wrong about him. I felt bad for opposing the wedding at first. I even told myself I'd make an extra effort to support you both because he seemed so determined to be with you. But now it feels like he was just using you, taking advantage of your support until he didn't need you anymore. What kind of person does that? How could he repay your kindness like this?
This is insane. Everyone already thinks the wedding's happening soon. The house is ready, the furniture's being bought, and the invitations are already sent out. People know that you're getting married in 2 weeks, and they just decide to pull the rug out from under you? How could they be so heartless, so inconsiderate?
And the worst part is, they acted like they were doing me a favor. Sandra told me I could keep the house, the furniture, everything. She even offered me compensation, like that's supposed to make me feel better. As if money could fix the fact that I've just been completely betrayed. I told her to keep it all. I want nothing to do with any of it. What kind of marriage would that even be? Knowing how little they cared about me from the start?
She's as bad as her son, if not worse. Even if they'd gone through with the wedding, David would have just jumped ship the moment another opportunity came along. He's the kind of guy who'd betray his own wife for a better deal. And with a mother like Sandra whispering in his ear, he was bound to follow her lead. You're better off without him.
This is beyond selfish. Exactly. People who see everything through the lens of money and status never end up truly happy. They may get what they want for a while, but it always comes at a cost. You dodged a bullet, Lily, honestly. What would marrying David get you? A life of constantly wondering when he'd leave you for someone better? What's so special about him being a prosecutor anyway? It's not worth the heartache.
You're going to be okay, Lily. I know this is hard, but in the long run, this might be a blessing in disguise. Take some time to heal. You've been through so much, and I know how strong you are, even when you don't feel like it. I'm so proud of you.
I guess I just have terrible judgment when it comes to men. I'm so sorry for dragging you both through this. I know you always had reservations about him, and I should have listened.
You have nothing to be sorry for, sweetheart. This isn't your fault at all. You did nothing wrong. David and his family are the ones who should be apologizing. They're the ones who are wrong, not you. So stop blaming yourself, okay? Alright, here it is. The settlement we agreed on and the documents transferring the house into your name. I've already looked over everything, but you go through it yourself just to make sure. It's all in order.
I thought I made it clear I didn't want any of this.
Stop being stubborn, Lily. There's no point in putting up a fight about this. Just take it. I mean, realistically, do you think you'll ever be able to afford a house like this on your salary? Be honest, it would take you at least 10 years of saving every penny. And let's not forget, your parents chipped in for that down payment too. I couldn't just walk away without giving you something in return. You supported me through law school, and I would feel guilty leaving you with nothing after everything that you've done for me. Think of this as a repayment for all the time that you've invested in me. And the settlement is generous. It's not like I'm throwing you crumbs. My mom made sure it was substantial. You'll be more than comfortable.
This is unbelievable. Do you even hear yourself right now? Today was supposed to be our wedding day, David. Do you understand that? Instead, you're sitting here shoving legal documents and money at me like it's all some business transaction. How can you be so heartless? And all because you found some rich woman who's supposedly better than me. What could possibly make you act like this?
Lily, it is not personal. It's just the way things worked out. I don't know why you're still holding on to the date. It's meaningless now. The wedding is off and it's been off for weeks. There's no point in getting emotional about it. And as for the woman I'm marrying, I told you before, she is on a completely different level than you. And no offense, but even if you worked every day for the rest of your life, you wouldn't come close to what she has. Her family's wealth, her connections, her background, it's just something that you could never compete with. Her father's a retired judge, and there's so much I can learn from him. She is everything I need for the future I want. Oh, and by the way, I'm getting married next month. If you're that curious, you're welcome to come to the wedding. It's going to be at one of the top hotels in the city. I doubt you'll ever get the chance to see a place like that again, so why not stop by for a free meal? And don't worry, I won't expect a wedding gift from you.
You're unbelievable. Truly. I can't believe I ever wanted to marry someone like you. The fact that I didn't end up with you is probably the biggest blessing of my life. So go ahead, marry whoever you want. I don't care anymore. I'm done with this conversation.
At least take this, Lily. It's the only thing that's going to help you get back on your feet. I'm giving you a way to start over, and you'd be a fool to throw it away.
I said I don't want it.
Calm down, Lily. People are starting to stare. There's no need to make a scene. Just take it for your own good. It'll make me feel better too, knowing that I didn't leave you with nothing. Look, I already put it in your bag. Just consider it a parting gift. Now, we're done, completely. Go and live your life, and I'll live mine. I wish you all the best.
You're out of your mind, David. I don't need anything from you. Not now, not ever. Goodbye.
Well, would you look at that? The wedding's only a month away. Oh, I can't believe it's happening so soon. The nerves are starting to set in.
You should see your dad these days, Lily. He's barely sleeping. He keeps worrying about walking you down the aisle. He's been saying, what if I trip in front of everyone? What if I embarrass her on the biggest day of her life? It's all he talks about.
Oh, Dad, really? You're worrying about that? Don't stress over it. Just walk like you always do, nice and steady. You're going to be fine. It's not like you have to do anything special. Just be yourself.
I don't know, sweetheart. It's a pretty big deal. Walking my only daughter down the aisle. This whole thing has me nervous. What if I get stage fright? All those eyes on me, it's enough to make anyone stumble.
Well, if you're that worried, how about I just bring some calming pills for you? Just a little something to take the edge off. I can get them for you, no problem.
No, that wouldn't be necessary. My old buddies would never let me live it down if I made a big fuss over something like that. They tease me for years about it. I'll manage without the pills.
That's true. They definitely give you a hard time for that. We can practice a few more times if that'll make you feel better. Everyone says it helps to go over it a few times beforehand.
All right, we'll do that. A few more practice rounds couldn't hurt.
Ethan, you're going to officially be part of the family soon. Can you believe it? I can't tell you how happy it makes me to have a son-in-law like you. We're so lucky. You're such a blessing to our family. Thank you for everything.
No, the pleasure's all mine. Honestly, I'm the lucky one. Getting to marry Lily is the best thing that's ever happened to me. My parents adore her too. My mom especially. She is so over the moon about Lily. You know, she only has 2 sons, so having a daughter-in-law has brought a whole new energy to the house. She's always talking about how much fun she has with Lily, how great it is to finally have another woman around. They go out together all the time. Sometimes I feel a bit left out. It's like they're closer than me and my mom ever were.
Oh, I can imagine. Having only boys must have been tough for her. I would have been the same way if it had just been sons. It's wonderful that you two are so close. I'm happy knowing that Lily's bringing that kind of joy into your family.
You said it. I've been thrilled too. I always hoped for someone I could share a drink with, talk to, someone who really understands me. It's great having a son-in-law like you. You don't know how much it means to me.
All right, but don't call him over too often. It's all well and good that you two get along, but Ethan's a busy man. He's got a lot on his plate and he needs his rest. You don't want to tire him out, do you?
No, don't worry about that, Evelyn. I actually love talking to George. It's relaxing, really. After a long day at work, there's nothing better than having someone to chat with and unwind. I look forward to it. I hear you. Work can be stressful. Sometimes just talking it out is the best way to clear your head. I know that feeling all too well. Exactly. It's nice to have someone who gets it. Oh, speaking of work, sorry, I'm getting a call from the office. Just give me a minute to take this, and I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Take your time.
You know, seeing Lily so happy and settled is such a relief for me. I can finally relax, knowing that she's with someone who truly cares about her.
And I'm just glad that I've been able to put your worries to rest, Mom. Dad, I know you were always concerned about me, and now I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be.
It's true. Things have really fallen into place, haven't they? And to think, if it weren't for David, none of this might have happened. I mean, who would have thought that house he gave you would appreciate in value so much? It ended up being worth 5 times what it was when you got it. And look at you now, using that money to help fund your wedding and start a new life. Things have worked out better than we ever could have imagined.
You're right. At the time, taking the house felt like such a blow to my pride. I didn't want anything from him. But looking back, I guess I would have regretted it if I hadn't accepted it. That house really did change everything for me.
Well, let's not give David too much credit, all right? Remember, we helped pay for half that house, too. It wasn't all him, but I'm glad it worked out in the end.
Exactly. It's not like David was doing you some huge favor.
True enough. Either way, things have turned out for the best. And with the money left over, I was able to buy that small building too. It may not be much, but having an apartment building, even a small one, has been such a great investment.
Are you kidding? That's fantastic. Owning a building is a huge deal. The rent you're collecting every month is gonna be a nice, steady income. You'll be glad you made that move.
Definitely. It's not a prime location, but being near the college means you'll never have trouble keeping it full. And speaking of the building, have you thought about turning the first floor into a cafe? There's already a convenience store next door, so I doubt opening another one would bring in much business. A cafe might be a better fit.
Maybe. But there are so many cafes around these days. I'm not sure if it would do well.
Actually, I know someone who might be interested. He just got back from studying abroad where he earned his barista certification. He even won a few awards in international coffee competitions. He's been talking about opening a cafe here, but haven't found the right location. I think your building could be perfect for him. I could introduce you to.
Really? You know someone like that?
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on him. He's hardworking and has a great personality. Exactly the kind of person customers love. Plus, his coffee skills are top-notch. I'll set up a meeting and you can see if it's something that interests you.
That sounds like a good idea. I'd love to hear more.
And since Ethan works in the food industry, he might have some insight too. It wouldn't hurt to get his opinion on the cafe idea.
That's true. I'll definitely ask him about it.
Hey, honey. So I got a call from the real estate agent. He said someone's interested in renting the vacant apartment, but he couldn't reach you, so he called me instead.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. I've been swamped with work today and I didn't even get a chance to check my phone. Is it a student looking to rent?
Nope, not this time. It's actually an older lady. She has a son, apparently, but they don't see each other much. She's planning to live alone.
An elderly woman? That's unexpected. But as long as she pays the security deposit and the rent on time, I don't see why it would be an issue.
Exactly. I don't think there's any reason to worry. If you're too busy, I can swing by the real estate office and handle everything for you.
Would you? That would be a huge help. Work has been non-stop lately. I can barely keep up.
Yeah, I've noticed. Ever since you got that promotion, it seems like things have gotten even crazier for you. Just don't push yourself too hard, okay? Are you gonna be home late again tonight?
No. I'm actually planning to leave on time today. You know why, right? It's our anniversary.
You didn't forget? Honestly, with how busy you've been, I thought maybe it had slipped your mind. Wow, I'm impressed. I actually made a dinner reservation at a nice restaurant, but I was worried I might have to cancel if you were working late. I'm glad it worked out. I'll text you the address. Just head over after work.
Sounds perfect. I'll see you there.
Drive safely, honey. See you soon. Happy anniversary, honey.
Happy anniversary to you too. Thank you for always loving me and being by my side no matter what. I feel so lucky.
I should be the one thanking you. Honestly, I can't tell you how much peace of mind I get from knowing you're always there. You're my rock.
Wow, look at this view. It's incredible. You can see the whole city skyline and the river stretching out below. How did you even find a place like this?
It was a recommendation from Daniel. You know how he's into all things coffee and culture. He's got an eye for romantic spots like this, and since it's our anniversary, he even sent a little something along.
Really? What is it?
It's a coffee maker, but not just any coffee maker. He said that you can't even get this one here in the States. He picked it up while he was in Italy on vacation. Remember when he closed the cafe for a week and took that trip? He brought it back just for us.
Wow, I don't know what to say. That's such a thoughtful gift. Should we really be accepting something so expensive?
Of course we should. He got it with us in mind. Besides, it's Daniel we're talking about. He's always generous. Plus, your dad was spot on when he picked Daniel to run that cafe. He brought in so many customers, and he's become a great friend to us. He's really good at what he does.
You're right. Even the people who live in our building can't stop talking about how lucky they are to have such a cozy cafe right downstairs. It's such a big part of the building's charm now. Everyone loves being able to pop in for a great cup of coffee without having to go far.
Exactly, and being near the college helps too. Students come in all the time to study, and they love the atmosphere. It worked out perfectly.
I'm so grateful for that. I'll definitely have to thank Daniel next time I see him. Maybe we should grab a couple slices of that famous cheesecake here and take it to him as a little thank you gift.
That is a great idea. I heard the cheesecake here is out of this world. I'll grab some before we leave.
That sounds like a good plan. Oh, by the way, how did the rental agreement go?
She's just a sweet old lady, really. She's got a son who's a prosecutor. She couldn't stop bragging about that. It's kind of reassuring, though, knowing her family is well off. You remember how much trouble we had with that previous tenant who couldn't pay rent on time? We shouldn't have that problem this time around. Her son is successful, so I don't see any issues popping up.
I mean, you can't ever be 100% sure, but it does sound like we won't have to worry about late payments. So you've signed the contract then?
Yep, it is all done. We got the security deposit today, and she's moving in next week. She said that she doesn't have much in the way of furniture, so the move will be quick.
Well, I guess I'll stop by and meet her once she's settled in. It wouldn't feel right not to introduce myself. I mean, she's gonna be our tenant. Seeing her face to face at least once seems like the decent thing to do.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's always nice to have a personal connection with tenants. Makes everything smoother.
Thanks for handling all of this. I know you're busy too, so I really appreciate you taking care of it.
It's no problem at all. You're always way busier than I am with work these days, especially after the promotion. I've got more flexibility, so it just makes sense for me to help out whenever I can. That's what being married is all about, helping each other.
Still, I appreciate it so much. You make it so much easier for me to focus on my job. I wouldn't have been able to manage the promotion without your support.
Oh, come on now, don't sell yourself short. You got that promotion because you're amazing at what you do. Speaking of work, have you thought any more about that job offer you got? They were offering a pretty competitive salary, weren't they?
I have thought about it a lot, actually. It was tempting, but I think I'm gonna stay where I am. I know some people say it's not great to stay with one company for too long, but I really like it here. I've put so much into this place, and they've been good to me in return. I never expected to end up working here after giving up law school, but it's turned into a career I'm really passionate about. The team is great, and the company trusts me enough to promote me early. I don't want to throw all that away just for a bit more money.
I totally get that. What's the point of a bigger paycheck if you don't enjoy the work? You're happy where you are, and that is what matters. I think you're making the right choice.
I knew you'd understand. That's one of the things I love about us. We're always on the same page. It makes talking through things so much easier.
Same here. I'm glad we see eye to eye on so much. Oh, and hey, we better dig into the steak before it gets cold. I've heard the steaks here are the best in the city.
Really? Well then, I guess we'd better see if the rumors are true. Let's eat. Hey honey, about the new tenant that moved in a couple months ago? The rent still hasn't come in.
Seriously? That's not good. She said she'd pay both this month and last month together since she missed last month's payment. Did she forget again?
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I try to be patient. It's one thing if the payment is a day or two late, but it's been over 10 days now. I thought maybe it slipped her mind, but this is starting to feel like a habit.
Should I give her a call?
No, I think I'll handle it. I haven't met her face to face yet, so it makes sense for me to go over in person. Didn't she say she's usually home during the day?
Yeah, that's what she said. She's home most of the time.
All right, I'll bring some juice with me and head over to talk to her.
Sounds good. Go ahead and see how it goes. Hopefully we can sort this out without any problems.
Excuse me, Mrs. Thompson? Are you home?
Yes, who's there?
Hi, I'm the building owner. I wanted to discuss something with you. Could you open the door, please?
Oh my! Is that Lily? Is that really you?
Wait, you're the new tenant?
Yes, it's me. What a small world. I can't believe it's you. It's been so long, but I recognized you right away. And look at you, you haven't aged a bit. So you're the building owner. How on earth did this happen?
Yes, I am. And wow, I wasn't expecting this at all.
They say life is full of surprises, but who would have thought we'd meet again under these circumstances? And as a building owner, no less. Come on in, let's catch up. There's so much to talk about.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time to chat right now. I actually came by because your rent is 2 months overdue. It's becoming a problem when payments are late like this. Can you let me know when you'll be able to make the payment?
Oh, Lily, don't be so cold. It's been ages since we've seen each other. Can't we sit down, have a cup of coffee, and talk like old times?
I wish I could, but I'm really pressed for time today. Look, I need the rent to be paid by the end of this week, both for last month and this month. It's important that payments aren't delayed without any notice.
Well, there's a reason for the delay, you know. I had some things going on.
I don't need to hear the details, Mrs. Thompson. I just need the rent paid. So please make sure it's done by this week. I'll be expecting the payment by then.
Lily, can't you just listen for a minute? Things haven't been easy for me. My, how she's changed over the years. I remember when she used to be so polite, so sweet. But now, she's turned so cold and distant. I wonder how a girl like her ended up owning this building. Did she marry some rich man? Or maybe it has something to do with that house David gave her back then. Curious.
So, did you have a good conversation with her? What did she say when you talked to her about the rent situation?
Well, I told her that the rent is overdue by 2 months now, and I made it very clear that she needs to pay by the end of this week. I didn't leave much room for excuses or delays. Hopefully she got the message, and we won't have any more issues after this.
I see you brought the juice back with you. You didn't end up giving it to her? What happened? Did things get awkward, or was she just not in the mood for a friendly chat?
Actually, I didn't even get the chance to offer it to her because, well, it turns out I know her. You're not going to believe this, but it's not just any tenant.
Wait, what? You know her? How? That's crazy. What kind of a connection do you have with her?
Remember I told you about the guy who dumped me right before our wedding? The one who left me just 2 weeks before we were supposed to get married because he found a wealthier woman that his family thought would be better for him? Well, that's his mom.
What, are you serious? That is unbelievable. Of all people, it's her? But wait, what is she doing living in one of our apartments by herself? If they went through all that trouble to match him with a rich woman, shouldn't she be living in some fancy place by now? Why is she living here on her own in an ordinary apartment building?
I have no idea. There must be some kind of story behind it, but honestly, I didn't ask. After everything that happened between us, I wasn't exactly in the mood to catch up. She acted like nothing had happened, though. She was so friendly, saying how happy she was to see me and inviting me in for a chat like we were old friends. It was so surreal. I didn't know what to say, so I just told her to pay the rent and left. It was the weirdest thing, and now I'm kicking myself for not handling the lease personally from the start. If I had, I probably wouldn't be in this awkward situation right now.
Wow, that is unreal. Who could have predicted that? It's wild how life can throw something like this at you out of nowhere.
Exactly. And now that she knows I'm the building owner, I'm worried she's gonna start playing games with the rent. She might think she can use this connection to get away with being late on payments, or worse, not paying at all. And honestly, I really don't want to keep running into her. It's too much. After everything that happened, I'd rather not see her face again.
If she keeps messing around with the rent or tries to take advantage of the situation, we'll have to handle it professionally. We'll deduct it from the deposit or even ask her to move out if she doesn't comply. There's no reason to let her make things difficult for you. She hurt you so much back then, and you don't owe her anything now. We need to deal with this head on and make sure it doesn't cause you more stress.
You're right. We can't let her get away with this. But honestly, I just don't want to be the one dealing with her. It's exhausting. Every time I see her, it brings back all the hurt from those days. I don't want to keep dredging up those old memories.
Then just leave it to me. You shouldn't have to face her after everything she and her son put you through. I'll take care of it from now on. If she doesn't pay by the deadline, I'll go over there myself and make sure that she understands we're not messing around. All the other tenants managed to pay their rent on time, and there's no reason she can't either. It's a business transaction, and she needs to treat it that way.
Thank you. Honestly, I hated having to bring this up with you, but I didn't want to hide it either. I thought about not saying anything, but if you found out later, I knew it would upset you even more. I just wanted to be upfront.
You don't have to worry about that. It's in the past, and it doesn't bother me at all. What happened back then is ancient history. Now it's just about business. She's a tenant, and that is all. It's been over for 10 years. There's no reason for either of us to dwell on it.
You're right. We're both different people now, and whatever happened back then doesn't matter anymore. She's just another tenant, and I'll keep reminding myself of that. I'm lucky to have you handle this for me.
Exactly. Don't let it weigh on you. I'll take care of it, and you won't have to deal with her anymore.
Hey honey, the rent still hasn't come through. I've been checking, but nothing. Do you think you could stop by and talk to her? I'd go myself, but she's not answering her phone. If you're busy, I can swing by later.
No, it's okay. I'm actually heading near that area for a work trip, so I can drop by on my way. Don't worry about it.
I just don't get why she's making this such an issue. Paying rent on time shouldn't be that hard. It's frustrating that we have to keep chasing her like this.
I'll handle it. Don't let it bother you too much, okay? We'll get this sorted out.
Thanks, I really appreciate it.
Mrs. Thompson, could you open the door, please?
Who is it now? I'm trying to eat my lunch. Oh, what a bother. Oh, it's you. The guy who helped with the lease paperwork, right?
Yes, that's me. I'm here because you still haven't paid last week's rent, like we agreed. This kind of thing can't keep happening. We rely on the rent as part of our livelihood.
Oh dear, I must have forgotten. So, are you the husband of the building owner then?
Yes, my wife asked me to stop by because we haven't received your payment yet. You know, we have a signed contract. You can't just keep missing deadlines like this.
Look, I'm actually pretty close with your wife. We go way back. I'm having some financial difficulties right now. Things are tough. I'm receiving government assistance because of how tight money is. It's not like I want to be a burden, but I just don't have a choice right now.
I understand that people have hard times, but that doesn't change the fact that you need to pay your rent. This isn't about personal connections or sympathy. It's about paying what you owe. If you can't keep up with the payments, then maybe you need to find a more affordable place to live. Either way, the payment is due by today.
Today? That's impossible. Where am I supposed to come up with $1,000 on such short notice?
It's actually $1,100 because you haven't paid the electricity bill either.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Can't you extend the deadline a bit? I've tried contacting my son to help me out, but he hasn't been answering my calls. I just need a little more time.
No, we've already given you more than enough time. If the payment isn't made today, the electricity will be cut off, and we'll start deducting it from your security deposit. That's just how it works.
The security deposit? How much is even left of that anyway? You're really going to start taking rent from the deposit? I don't think missing a couple of months' rent is such a big deal. It's not like you're going to starve because of me. Can't the building owner cut me some slack? Is it really necessary to threaten an old woman with cutting off her electricity? What kind of people are you two?
This isn't personal. You're not paying rent, and that's why we're here. If you paid on time like everyone else, we wouldn't be having this conversation. You need to make the full payment of $1,100 by the end of today.
Wait, just listen to me for a minute, okay? I have a plan, I just need a little more time. What a heartless pair. First Lily, now her husband too. Cold as ice, the both of them.
Hello?
It's me. Honestly, how can you be so heartless, Lily? Do you think I didn't have a reason for missing the rent? Do you think I did it on purpose?
We've already given you a lot of leeway, Sandra. I've been more than fair. If you don't make the payment by today, we'll take action. If you can't afford it, you'll have to move out.
How dare you talk to me like that? I could have been your mother-in-law. How can you be so cold to someone who almost became part of your family?
You gave up that chance yourself, remember? You're the one who told me to get lost because I didn't have enough money for your son. So don't bring up the past as if it changes anything now. And what happened to all that talk about setting him up with some rich woman? If she was so great, why are you living in a $500 a month apartment and can't even pay the rent?
I regret it, all right. If I'd known things were gonna fall apart with her, I would have chosen you. That woman ruined everything. David got scammed by her, and now he's working himself to the bone just to pay off her debts. He's broke, Lily. He's giving all his hard-earned money to that woman, and it breaks my heart. I can't sleep at night thinking about it. But you must have done all right for yourself, huh? Married someone rich, becoming a building owner. How did you manage that?
So that's how it turned out, huh? After all that bragging about your perfect daughter-in-law. Well, let me tell you something, Sandra. I bought this building with the money from selling the house you gave me. But it wasn't just your money. My parents helped with the down payment too. And guess what? That house you gave me, its value skyrocketed 5 times more than what it was. That's how I became a building owner. Turns out getting dumped by your son was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Wait, you're telling me that house sold for 5 times what we paid? So you used our money to buy this building? How is that fair?
No, you don't get to take credit for this. Your greed is what pushed me into making smarter decisions. And just to remind you, half of that house was paid for by my family. So don't think for a second that I'm rich because of you. I worked hard after the breakup, invested in real estate, and earned everything I have now on my own. None of this is thanks to you.
I can't believe this. If you and David had stayed together, that house would have been his, and this building would have been his too. I wouldn't be living like this if things had gone differently.
Well, too bad. Life doesn't work like that. Honestly, I think I dodged a bullet. Your son walked away, and I ended up with a husband who's a million times better. I'm grateful for that, so thanks for that at least.
If it hadn't been for that matchmaking service pushing us in the wrong direction, David wouldn't be in this mess. He wouldn't be stuck paying off that woman's debts.
Enough with the regrets, Sandra. You can keep wallowing in the past all you want, but I need the rent paid. Frankly, I'd love nothing more than to kick you out, but the lease is for a year, so I'm stuck with you for now. But you'd better pay on time from here on out. I don't want to see you unless you're handing over a check.
Lily, please, I already told you I'm struggling. I'm not young anymore and my legs are bad, so I can't work. I rely on David's money, but he's been having a hard time and hasn't been able to send me anything lately. I promise as soon as I hear from him, I'll send the rent. You're not heartless, right? Can't you give me just a little more time? It's not like you're hurting for money.
Your situation isn't my problem, Sandra. All my other tenants manage to pay on time, even when they have their own issues. I don't see why I should make an exception for you. We don't have any special bond, and I have no reason to do you any favors. Pay up by today or I'll take action. That's the deal.
Lily, come on. Don't be so harsh. Can't you cut me some slack? We used to get along so well. You always loved the meals I made for you. Why don't you come over and I'll cook up your favorite pot roast? You loved it back then, didn't you? Let's sit down, talk things over, and share a meal.
I have no interest in that greasy pot roast. I haven't eaten anything you've made since I walked out. All I care about is getting the rent, so stop stalling and pay up.
Why are you in such a rush? How could she have turned into such a cold person? She used to be so easy to convince, just a little coaxing and she'd give in. They say the rich are the worst, and they weren't wrong. She's so determined to get that rent no matter what.
Hello?
Lily, it's me. The electricity's been cut off and the water isn't working either. What's going on?
I told you, Sandra, if the payment didn't come through by the deadline, we'd cut the utilities. We've also started deducting the rent from your $10,000 security deposit, so that's where we stand.
But how can you just do this right away? I asked for a little more time. That $10,000 is all I have left. If you start chipping away at that, what am I supposed to do?
You should have paid on time. Until you settle everything, your utilities will stay off. That's how it works.
How am I supposed to live like this? I just had leg surgery not long ago, and without heat, my legs get so cold I can't sleep at night.
That's your issue, not mine. Pay what you owe, and you wouldn't be in this situation.
You used to be so kind. What happened to you? Honestly, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't be in the position you're in now. Don't forget that.
Oh, please, let's not rewrite history. You're the one who kicked me out of your son's life because I didn't have enough money. You got what you wanted, Sandra. Now I have other things to do, so if you don't mind, just get the payment done. Hello?
It's been a while, huh? It's me. I heard you're the building owner where my mom's living now. Looks like you've done pretty well for yourself.
Didn't you tell me never to contact you again? So why are you calling me?
Wow, I heard you'd gotten a bit harsh, but hearing it firsthand, guess the rumors are true. Come on, it's been ages. Can't you at least say hi?
We're not on hello, how have you been terms, David. What do you want? I'm busy.
I heard from my mom. She's 2 months behind on rent, and now you've cut off the water and electricity? Did you really have to go that far? You know she's not in great health. Couldn't you just give her a break?
I don't do this for fun, David. She didn't pay the rent, so this is what happens.
There's a reason for all of this, you know? I'm buried in debt right now. Every cent of my paycheck is going straight to paying off what I owe. I can barely keep my head above the water, let alone send money to my mom. She's living on the $300 a month she gets from the government, and even that's not enough. How do you expect her to pay rent and cover utilities in that situation? And listen, we're not total strangers. We used to love each other once. I thought you might be able to show a little understanding. I heard you used the money from the house I gave you to buy that building, so it's not like we're complete strangers. We have a history. Can't you cut her a little slack?
Oh, I see how it is. You gave me that house like a take this and get lost kind of deal. But now that it's worked out for me, you want to call it fate? Unbelievable. And love. You have the nerve to bring up love now? David, how do you even say that with a straight face? You left me for a wealthier woman. So tell me, how exactly does love fit into that picture? It would be better if you just admitted you never loved me. At least that would be honest.
I didn't have a choice back then. I thought I was making the best decision for my future. I believed her family was wealthy, that they'd provide stability. But it turns out that they were on the verge of bankruptcy. I got duped, and now I'm stuck paying for it. Every day I'm reminded of the mistake I made leaving you. That's my punishment, and I accept it. But don't hold it against me forever, Lily. I'm paying for what I did.
You made your choices, and now you're dealing with the consequences. But don't act like you're the only one who suffered. And as for punishment, that's not for you to decide. If anyone was going to hand out punishment, it should have been me. But no, you just made your mess and moved on. Expecting sympathy now? You're still just as selfish as you were back then.
Aren't you tired of this, though? It's been over a decade. Don't you think it's time to let go? You're doing better now. Successful, even. Isn't it time to show a little grace? Just help my mom out. I'll pay back the rent as soon as I can. But for now, could you at least get the electricity and water turned back on? Please, she can't live like this.
Grace! You expect me to wait until you've managed to pay off your wife's debts and then hope for some leftover money? I have no idea when that's going to be, and frankly, I don't care. I've been more than patient. I gave your mom time and understanding, but now I'm sticking to the rules. If you care so much about her, send the money. Isn't she still your number one concern?
You're really not gonna budge, are you?
You're the one who put us here, David. Don't act like I'm the bad guy. Now I'm done with this conversation.
So, how did it go, David? I'm sure she softened up a bit after hearing from you, right? After all, she used to love you.
Not even close. She didn't budge an inch. I don't know what's happened to her over the last 10 years, but she's not the same person. She's tough, almost cold now.
Wait, she was like that with you too? Oh no, what are we going to do? I don't have anywhere else to go. I can't afford to move. I'm stuck here and with no rent money. She said she's already started taking it from the security deposit, and you know that deposit is all I have left. You're sure you can't spare anything? Didn't you just get paid the other day? There's gotta be something left.
If I had any money, I'd have sent it already. I'm barely scraping by myself. You think I'm eating out with my coworkers or something? No, I'm skipping lunch, telling them I'm on some kind of diet just to save face. I am so broke that I can't even afford a decent meal. It's humiliating. And whatever money I have left went straight to paying off Natalie's credit card debt. Do you believe she bought herself another designer bag? Her family's been bankrupt for years, but she's still out there spending money like it's nothing. For the first time, I thought I could actually... never mind.
What? She bought a designer bag in the middle of all this. How could she be so out of touch?
Exactly. I was furious. And honestly, I blame you for this. Why did you have to push me into marrying her? If it weren't for your insistence, I would have stayed with Lily. We would probably be living a much better life by now. I could have been a building owner, living comfortably instead of this mess.
How was I supposed to know? That matchmaking service sold her to me like she was the perfect catch. I thought I was doing what was best for you. It wasn't like I wanted to ruin your life, David. I was just trying to help you get ahead.
Well, you didn't. You destroyed everything. And now I'm the one who's stuck paying for it, both literally and figuratively.
So now it's my fault. You're the one who jumped at the chance when I told you to break it off with Lily. You didn't hesitate for a second.
That's because you wouldn't stop talking about how great Natalie's family was. You made it seem like the opportunity of a lifetime. And now look at where we are. I can't take this anymore. I'm done, Mom. I can't keep sending you money. You'll have to figure something out.
What do you mean you're done? You know I can't work after my surgery. You're just going to leave me to fend for myself?
I have to take care of myself first. I can't afford to keep supporting both of us anymore. You're on your own now.
David, how could you? After everything we've been through.
I'm sorry, but I'm out of options. I can't keep doing this. Take care of yourself.
David, don't you dare hang up on me! David! First Lily, now my own son. Everyone's abandoned me. What did I do to deserve this? If only I hadn't been so greedy. I should have just let David marry Lily. We could have been living the good life right now, traveling the world, living in luxury. Now look at me, stuck in this miserable situation. Oh, how unfair life is. How could I have been so foolish? I'll never forgive myself.
After that, we didn't get another penny from Sandra. Not for utilities, not for rent. But to be honest, it didn't affect me that much. We were already deducting it from her security deposit, so I wasn't losing any money. Eventually, living without electricity and water became too much for her, and she moved out to a tiny room in a boarding house. After deducting the unpaid rent, I returned the rest of her deposit, and that was the last I heard from her. It was a relief to end things without any more confrontations. She kept bringing up the past, asking for leniency because of the good old days. But the more she talked about it, the worse her case got. I don't think she realized that. Those memories only highlighted how much things had changed, and not in her favor. Bringing up the past wasn't helping her, and honestly, it just made me more resolved to stick to the rules. I don't know what she's doing now. Last I heard, she was still in that tiny room, scraping by with what little she had left. Thankfully, a new tenant moved into the apartment right after she left. Ethan and I no longer have to worry about Sandra, and life has gotten back to normal. We're both focused on our careers, and we continue to support each other through whatever challenges come our way. I know that with him by my side, the future looks bright. We'll be happy, steady, and continue to build a life we both love. Thank you for listening to my story. That's it for today's story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.